Hello, book talking pops. Welcome to my second video essay where I whine about random things on the internet. Today's target is Colleen Hoover. I have been on my Colleen Hoover hate train for what feels like forever, but it really hasn't been that long. I'd say it probably started about summer of 2022, and you'll find out why. I haven't read two of her books, and at that point in time decided the plots she used and her writing just weren't for me at that point in time. Mind you, I would like to add I had two books. I had It Ends With Us and November 9. Here's a picture and printout for that before anyone says I'm lying. Upon reading and hating her work, I could sincerely tell you I will not be watching that movie that's coming out based on It Ends With Us. But YouTube has other ideas for me. A lot of the content I consume on YouTube is either book or true crime related, with the tiniest, ittiest, bittiest sliver of video essays mixed in. One would say, or more like I would say, this is my perfect YouTube recommendation scroll. I could be on this bad boy for hours. Tell me why YouTube keeps on trying to push the stupid movie trailer out every single time. I get an ad, no matter what I'm watching. It Ends With Us movie trailer is just here, popped up on my screen, and that drives me insane. You might be thinking based off this spiel alone that I hate movies and I hate cinema and I hate film, and you'd be dead wrong. I actually have a massive hate boning from Colleen Hoover herself. Let's dive into it and talk a little bit. Let's start with It Ends With Us. The plot of this book is how main character Lily falls in love with an idol, starts to build a life with him, and then a fling from her past comes and threatens the downfall of her relationship. That seems awfully dramatic, but I would also like to add that Lily played a large hand in this. It was not just the fling from the past coming back to threaten her current relationship. Lily played a big hand in it. We don't talk about that enough. There is a list of triggering warnings with this book, and one of the genre tags on Goodreads is quite literally abuse. Let's pause what I'm talking about and question why there's a Goodreads genre tag of abuse. Like, who's reading books and that? What would those books even look like? Can we talk about that? Anyway, this book is graphic with the mentions of the things on the slide. I can't say them, but you see them, I see them, what have you. One of the most foul lines in this book is, when he was wiping that cow shit on me, it was quite possibly the most turned on I have ever been. Okay. For obvious reasons, the plot is all over the place. And you and I could both tell, based on the triggers I have given you, Colleen Hoover loves to use trauma as a plot and a subplot in a lot of her books. Or, in my opinion, the two books I read. I would also like to say, in a sense, It Ends With Us feels a little bit more tame to November 9. You'll see what I'm talking about. These lines were only a portion of the reason why this raid, in my opinion, got a 1.5 star from me. And as I previously mentioned, I will not be watching that movie. Now, let's talk about November 9. The plot of this book is a meet cute between Fallon and aspiring author, novelist, I guess, Ben. I'm going to pause right here and tell you to remember that Ben, the male main character, is an aspiring novelist / author. I need you to remember that. I need you to stick with it because that's gonna come into play. Through relationships in life, these two seem to meet up every November 9th, no matter the reason, until Ben confesses his big secret. While this book isn't heavy in the same way it ends with us's, there is a twist in the plot that makes this read potentially heavy for some readers. Some of the tags from this book, in my personal opinion, I made this list myself, on Heartbreak, Dual POV, Drama, and my favorite, Arson. Let's talk plot! I'm so excited. Main character Fallon was trapped in a house fire and suffering severe burns, making her feel like she's ugly and unloved. Side note, that's literally how she's described in the book. Do not come for me thinking that I think burn victims are ugly and unlovable, because these are the words of Miss Colleen Hoover herself. She's about to leave from LA because she has aspirations to be on Broadway. We love a girl boss moment. But that's when she meets Ben, and the two spend Fallon's last day in LA together. As you could assume, these two meet up every November 9th, and that makes for the title to be November 9. They should have made it November 9th. I hate to say it, hate to be a hater. Some notable points in this plot are Ben's brother Kyle dying, okay? Ben getting with Kyle's pregnant wife, and this plot twist we're about to get into, because I don't think you're gonna be ready. Because I wasn't. As I mentioned before, Ben is an aspiring novelist, and he is working on a book titled November 9. He leaves this manuscript for Fallon, and that is where she learns how and why she became a burn victim. Yeah. Fallon reads part of the manuscript and realizes Ben set the fire that nearly killed her. A side note, can we talk about how crazy that is? Like, you fall in love with someone, or you meet someone, have no clue what they've done to you in the past. You meet them, fall in love with them, and then all of a sudden, you're like, this person literally almost offed me. This person is the reason why I feel so unlovable. Yeah, I think that do me in, folks. Essentially, Ben's mom offed herself and blamed Fallon's dad, who of which Ben's mom, she was seeing at the time. Ben decided in retaliation he would go to Fallon's house and set Fallon's dad's car on fire, which then, in common sense, lights the house on fire, charring Fallon to a crisp. Yeah, so another little add-on in this plot, his mom was actually dying of cancer and decided that she didn't want to bring in the family with her dying of cancer, so she'd off herself and lie about the reason and just assume that was a better fate than dying of cancer, which that's questionable. Fallon decides to go meet up with Ben. He explains what's up, and she forgives him, and they make up. To finish this book, Ben spoils that he's gonna propose next November 9. Yippee! I think November 9 ranked a little higher for me because it didn't include all of the things It Ends With Us did. But I also I felt like November 9 really bring out the gossip. And I'm a gossip girly, okay? So, like, the girls who get it, get it. That's it for me. I will see you August 2nd. Bye!